And with that, I think we are, there you go. Thank you, Angela, for getting it rolling. I think we will go ahead and get started here. I'm going to share my screen really quickly and just walk through. Again, some of you have been attending our webinar, so you probably know what it is that we're doing. I'm not going to run it in full PowerPoint right now. I'll just kind of walk through it. Just a reminder, this is a webinar, so all participants are going to remain on mute throughout the webinar. Doesn't mean you can't communicate with us. You're already doing through chat. And you can use the question and answer dialog box to submit questions that you have for Stephanie. She's going to walk us through a bunch of things about unique venues and how it works. But if you have questions at any point, feel free to submit them in the Q&A box. I can either answer them in writing if I know the answer, or we can queue them up for Stephanie to answer them for us. We will run just a couple of basic polls today. I'm going to launch the demographics one here in just a second so that you all get the chance to tell us a little bit more about who you are and where you're from. And I'll run an evaluation at the end. And then finally, if you've got any other comments or questions that you want to share with the group, you can use the chat box to do so. Just please, as we've indicated, hit that little drop down, change it to say all panelists and attendees if it doesn't already say that. That way everyone gets the benefit of your feedback and your response. And with that, I'm going to stop my sharing. I'm going to unmute Stephanie, and I'm going to turn it over to her so that she can introduce herself and get us rolling today.
Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie Watson. I'm the venue advisor here with Unique Venues. Basically, I'm the liaison between event planners and our member venues. Today I'm going to give you a brief history of how Unique Venues got started, what we are today. I'm going to show you the benefits of using our services, walk you through our websites, and show you that you're going to learn about us today, basically. And I will be here for you afterwards. Everything that I tell you today with all the links, I will be emailing you after the webinar with those links. I'm not using PowerPoint today. Everything I show you will be through the website that you will be able to navigate once you get on yourself and see these things. Again, like Joel said, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Brief history, back in the 80s, our founder, Michelle Nichols, out in Denver, Colorado, was a sales manager for a large hotel chain, the Hilton. She started to see events that weren't quite a fit for hotels, and she started consulting with colleges and universities, how they could market their facilities to non-campus events. In 1986, she published the first guide to convening on campus with 140 colleges and universities. Shortly after that, other Unique Venues saw this and wanted a part of it. That's how Unique Venues got started. Michelle was also the first to launch a web directory connecting events and places in 1997. In 2018, our current CEO and COO bought the business from Michelle. Since then, things have been updated, changed. We've gone with the current times. We've gotten more digital, constantly evolving. And I will tell you right off the bat, it's a great place to work. We are a family, right, Joel? Today we're a marketing membership organization. We have close to 1,000 unique venues across the United States and in Canada. We have a network of 70 to 80,000 event planners that we work with, we assist in one way or another. Our venues are a wide range of different kinds of venues. We are not the typical, what you think of hotel. We do not represent hotels. And right now I will share my screen to show this with you. Okay. We currently represent arenas and stadiums, camps and retreat centers, colleges and universities, conference and business centers, cruise ships, historical and cultural venues, including museums, party venues, reception halls, and special event venues. This would include things like concert halls, movie theaters. this type of thing. For our website, and if you do not know, if you're not familiar with Unique Venues and you've never used our service, great place to go to would be our websites. They will tell you all about us. They will show you our venues, and I'm going to go through that today. For the United States, it would be www.uniquevenues.com. For Canada, it's www.uniquevenues.ca. And right now, this is the one for the United States, and I will go down through this with you. You can scroll across the top to see a few venues, pictures, come down to here. We feature certain venues at different times. Talk about what we are, what we have. And as you click down, you can see the newest venues. We get new venues almost daily. Okay. Go back to the Best of Awards. Every year, planners and readers choose the best of the best. Wide range of categories. And again, you can click on any one of these to see about them, where they're located, this type of thing. We have the same for Canada. Okay. Another great feature I am really excited about, this is new. When you plan an event, you're not only taking your people to a unique venue, you're going to show them a unique experience. We have our members, a blog we have on our website, what they offer in unique experiences. And as you can see, there's different things from hiking, skiing, hockey games, basketball games, wide range, bowling. So again, it's a feature in our blog. Our members put that in, and we encourage our members and we help them update their profile page on a regular basis. So it's the newest information for you. Another benefit we offer is our magazine. Joel, how do I? Okay.
You got it. We see it.
I see it. For any of you planners that may be in Canada, in winter of 2020, our magazine comes out quarterly. We have 4 a year. The latest one's coming out the end of this month. But for those of you in Canada, you may know Julia. She's in New Brunswick. She was the Professional of the Year. But our magazine goes down. You can read different things. We get a recipe from one of our venues. Again, please keep this in mind. Everything we do for a planner is free. Our venues pay us an annual fee for our marketing services only. They do not pay us to qualify and send them events, and you do not pay a fee for our services. Our magazine's free. We have a monthly newsletter that if you're interested, you can shoot me an email and we'll get you subscribed to that. And of course, our search services are free. If you're interested in our magazine, on our webpage, come down from the top, right here, put your email in, hit subscribe, and you will be receiving these digital. They're a great, great resource. Right? Any questions at this point, Joel?
None at this point. So okay. I think we're ready to jump into the next section.
Okay, great. One other thing I wanted to mention is we are active on social media, different platforms. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. And we post periodically about our venues, latest happenings, or sometimes you can read about us or see about each of the employees here at Unique Venues. All right, the next thing I wanted to go with you, I want to show you how to use our certain services. Okay, first would be search. This is where you go, you hit search for a venue, go to the state or province you're interested in. In this case, I'm going to pick New Jersey. We have a list of our member venues. You can click in on this to get into them, to read about them, to see what they have, to see their pictures. Just keep scrolling down, reading about the different ones. I will tell you, when you get down to the bottom and there is not a picture, you will not be able to get in to read the description either. They are not member venues of ours. This is a service that they show up, but we cannot assist you with those. We can only assist you with member venues. Okay. I'm going to click on one of our members to show you exactly what their profile page looks like. Okay. And again, this would be the profile page for the Conference Center at Montclair State University. It lists the event types that they accept, the maximum meeting people they can accommodate. Sometimes this is for one room, and sometimes it's for their entire facility. They have 30 meeting rooms. Underneath there will list if they are winners for the best of. Then they will give a brief description of what they have, what they offer, this type of thing. They can list any articles they want, how close they are to major cities. And our member venues are in the cities, but we also have many very extremely rural venues. Nearest airport, public transportation, if they can get to it. Again, the size, the largest group they can accommodate, the number of meeting rooms in the spaces, and the largest theater style, possibly classroom. Some of our venues will list standing reception, seated reception, that type of thing. Catering. They will list here if you must use in-house catering, if they require an exclusive catering list, if you would be allowed to provide your own alcohol, or if it must be venue provided, as well as their technology, what they have on site. The icons, it'll be listed if they're handicapped accessible, if they have AV tech on site. In this case, they have a fitness center and a screen projector. The rental policy, and then their accommodations. And again, many of them have an expanded profile. You can also come down to this. And this basically says what is above, but sometimes it's a little more in depth, such as event spaces. This actually lists each room they have, how many they can accommodate, sometimes their square footage, and it's really a great tool when you're searching for a venue. If one of the ways you could get a quote from them is by hitting this. If that's definitely one venue you're very interested in. This will come up, fill in this information. The more details, you do not have to go far into depth, but the more details will help qualify, make sure that you and the venue are a perfect match. This way you won't be getting emails from venues that maybe they can't take what you want, or say possibly you have a budget and their budget's a little high, that type of thing. So the more details, possibly the better, but we will help qualify that for you. You submit this, you will receive a message that it was submitted. All right. Okay, and let's go back. Let's say you don't have time. You don't have time to get in and look at the various venues, but you have an event and you want to find a venue. That's where you would come to our website under Find Venues for Me. This would come up. Again, fill this in, as much information as possible. And I do stress, please add email and a phone number. Email is normally how you would be contacted. A phone number is required. oftentimes I have to contact a planner because a phone number is not listed. And I totally understand, as do our members, that you want to be contacted by email. You may not be available by phone. And so just put a phone number and put email only. And we will make sure that the venue knows that. Okay. And again, once you hit submit, you will receive a message saying that your request has been submitted. Something else and to go back to when you get a quote, it will ask you if you want just that venue or if you want other venues and to expand the search. So you have that option. All right. Any questions?
None at the moment. So I'm sure you're probably getting into this, but I think it'll be interesting for people to hear how because I know these things when they come in, they go to you. Isn't that correct?
That's correct.
And so I'm sure you're about to talk a little bit about what you do with them when they come in and how they go from there. So I think that's what's on everybody's mind right now.
I do. Once they come in to me, I will take your information and then I will plug in to basically my map. And I have a qualifying set of that largest amount of people. If you want a classroom, if you want a hollow U-shaped room, you want a theater, you must have a screen and projector. If you require catering, say it's a wedding and you just want the ceremony. These are the types of things I will fit into my puzzle and make sure that our member venues can accommodate your requirements. Again, we do not want you to get a venue contacting you that, I'm sorry, I cannot accommodate a wedding. We don't hold weddings. Or you need a 250 person theater and we can only accommodate 100. So that is the type of thing that I do. I will match your requirements to what our venues can accommodate. Okay? All right. You can reach me, well, you can go through these two means, or you can call me at any time. My number, and again, I will follow this up with an email with all this information, but my number is toll-free, 877-244-6110. Currently, I'm in Florida. I do live in Florida. I'm in Pennsylvania a lot. My office phone travels with me everywhere I go. I plug it in. So I will answer the phone after hours, but I will get back to you. So that is my direct line. I not only will help you once I submit your request, say 2 weeks go by and you have not heard back. You contact me and I contact the venues. Sometimes, people get busy and they put things aside, or say a college is getting quite a few requests. So I will make sure that they see your request. The same time, you can come back to me and say, yeah, no, these aren't quite the venues I was looking at or I was thinking about, or, oh, I forgot to tell you. Then we will start a new search. Again, we can only help you with member venues. But we have in the past had a planner say, I'm looking for a venue for such and such. We may not necessarily have a member venue in that location, but then I talk to our salespeople and they start looking for one. So we will help you, the planner, any possible way we can. Again, 100% free for you.
Hey, Stephanie, someone asked a question. Is there an opportunity to attach an RFP to the request form? Or if they have, let's say they have an RFP or a set of specs, how do they get that to you as a part of then getting that to the venue?
Okay, in a case like that, they email it to me. I take quite a lot of that information, put it on the request form. I will edit what you put in there. So if you abbreviate something, I edit it before I send it to our venues. Make sure that dates are matching up, that kind of thing. Because I know we are all in a hurry, and sometimes we have typos, or hey, we deal with autocorrect all the time, right? So I edit that. I will put note in there, RFP available. So when they contact you, the person that contacts you, you will send it then to them. But definitely make sure you have an RFP. Let me know that so I can let them know that. So they don't come back and maybe ask you a question that they could have easily read once you sent their RFP. Okay? Sounds
good. Thank you.
All right. Again, and you can email me, and my email is Stephanie, STEPHANIE, @uniquevenues.com. And again, I will email you that information. We also have a live chat service. You can contact me, and again, I'm the person you will talk to most of the time. You can, anytime during the day, I'm available through chat. You want to chat? Give me a chat. So those are the ways that you can use our service. One thing I have not shown you, and I'm going to go back. Say you don't want to come through our service, but you're using our website. All right. You want to go directly to that venue. All right, here we go. All right, say right off the bat, Georgian Court University. You want to have your conference there. All that you need to do on their webpage is go to the envelope icon. That'll come up. Can you see that, Joel? Okay.
Yes.
The email will come up, you fill it in, and you send it on. Of course, I'm the one that did it. That's why my name is there. It will be yours. Okay? Okay, as I previously mentioned, I am the person you will contact if I can assist you. I will help you any way possible. Once I match you to venues and I submit your request to them, you will receive an email from us, Unique Venues, showing you the venues that got your request, as well as the contact person who will be getting in touch with you. Their number is also there. So say a couple days go by, you could contact them directly at that point as well. Sometimes, and again, this always goes out. I do have planners come back saying, well, I never received that. Check your spam. Check your spam folder. It could be something the way your system is set up. But, and again, if you still can't find it or is accidentally deleted, I'll be happy to send it to you. So again, any way I can help you, please let me know. Okay. Again, we are 100% free to you, the planner. How, what benefit? Why would you use Unique Venues? We're going to make your life a little easier. When you're planning an event, this is one thing you don't have to really worry about if we can help you. Of course, sometimes we just cannot help you. We don't have anything even nearby. There's nothing, or we do not have a venue. But again, we will do all we can, and we are 100% free. We're easy. We're easy to use. We're easy to contact. We pride ourselves in our customer service for our planners and for our services, member services, our venues. We will be here for you. We are different. Our venues are different. We think outside of the box. We're not typical hotels. We offer experiences, and we are unique. We are different, and we want to help you. Our services can be used limitlessly. You can use it as many times as you want, as many days as you want, as many years as you want. We've been here a long time. So please know that we're here for you. I will tell you, if you have postponed an event or you are starting to think of events, this past week, I'm starting to get busy again, which is really a great thing. That means planners are starting to think. They're starting to plan. Right now, everything's still uncertain, but I'm hearing from planners that they want to be in communication with venues. They want to get on the books. Events are coming in for fall, and events are coming in for next year. And again, you don't necessarily have to have a set date. If you fill out a form, you call me, we can say to be determined, not available at this time, whatever, but at least it will get you in conversations and connecting with a venue. So they know this is coming up. Again, everything's so uncertain this time, but I am starting to see events again, and I'm really, really thrilled at that. So stay positive and start thinking of the future. We will all get through this, and we will be better. Everybody will be better. So I do encourage it. Also, we have quite a few venues that if you say you're a conference planner and people you represent or your company, we don't know about getting together. We have quite a few venues that can host virtual events, and I can help you with that as well. So if you're going in that direction, please let me know. I'm glad to help you. Everything I said today, as for the links and my contact information, I will email you. We are also in the process of providing free webinar series, which I'm sure some of you have been attending, and these are, again, free. That site where you can view those, you can register, is www.uniquevenues.com/resources. Great series. Joel does a great job. Joel, that I encourage you to attend those. We have a planner roundtable discussion coming up May 29th, I believe. This is where event planners get together. If you have not attended either of our previous ones, talk about what's going on, talk about getting your refund back, or any questions, concerns you have, you can discuss with other planners. It's a great thing to do, great thing to attend. Today, any planner who attended this that uses our search service by the end of May will be eligible for a $25 Amazon gift card drawing that we are having. And it's just for you, group of people, today. So please let me know if I can help you in any way. I'm here for you. Also, one thing I started doing, that say you're on the West Coast, or say you're on the west side of Canada, and you have something come up immediately. It's a weekend. I will give you my cell phone number. I'm here to help you any possible way I can. So again, I will send this out in an email to you. Okay? Any questions?
Yeah, so a couple things. One, there was a question came up in chat about the cost of stuff, and I just want to remind everyone what Stephanie has said. It's completely free. There is no charge whatsoever to planners to use our services. All of the things that Stephanie is showing you today are 100% free to you to use. And we do not collect a commission or a fee from the venue as a part of the booking. So they're not tacking on extra money in what they're quoting you to cover our fee. They pay a membership cost, a very reasonable, actually, membership cost to participate here. And if they book 300 pieces of business a year, we celebrate that as an organization because that's great for them, and don't charge a fee on each particular transaction that occurs out there. So that's something to know. And there was a question that came in as well. And Stephanie, if you want to answer it, feel free, or I'll be happy to tackle as well. Someone asked, what is the key difference between Unique Venues and Cvent?
I will be very honest with you. I am not that familiar with them. I concentrate on us. I think our services are phenomenal. We are constantly here for you, but I will let Joel answer that.
Sure. So I said I've highlighted one of them already, which is that Cvent operates on a commission-based model. So they are, their venues are responsible to paying, so I don't know what the exact numbers are, but there's a commission-based process by which they take a piece of the booking as it occurs out there. One of the other big differences with Cvent is that they are a matching service for all venues out there, not just unique venues. So they're going to have a predominance of hotel and classic chain type venues that are a part of their listings. And in fact, just based on their business models, those are the ones that are going to rise to the top. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? I mean, we know many meetings are perfectly suited for a hotel or a classic convention center or something along those lines. We only focus on unique venues. If what you're looking for, if the vibe, if the feel of your event is going to need to be in some place that's outside the normal traditional 3-panel hotel ballroom and lobby and lounge, then we're the place that has the largest single collection of members and unique venues of any of the third-party marketplaces that are out there. And so we're going to guarantee that you're going to have something that is got that different vibe. Again, whether it's meeting on the cruise ship, whether it's meeting in a large, you know, I'm trying to think of who we've got in our arenas category, but we've got a couple of large 50, 60,000 seat arenas out there, if that's what's right for your event, whether it's the intimacy of a museum with the backdrops and the settings, or the artwork or the gallery, whatever it might be. We have those options for you, and that's what we specifically focus on. And so I'd say those are probably the two key differences between unique venues and Cvent, or really unique venues and any of the other, you know, Peerspace or you know, any of the other groups out there that you may also be familiar with and may use for searches from time to time. We are not commission based, and we do represent just the unique venues that are in existence out there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Stephanie, I had a question that I thought maybe might be good to highlight a little bit, is talk a little bit about the open RFP process. What's the difference with the open RFP process, and why might a planner want to use the open RFP process in conjunction with a search for a particular set of venues?
Okay, our open RFP process is, say you fill out our form, or you contact me and say, this is an annual event. We like to go different places. As an example, okay, this year we held our annual conference in Miami. Next year we want to go to Toronto, or we want to go to Sacramento. Then I would hit open RFP, and that way other venues will see this, and they can contact you, and maybe you can start planning your next year's event. It also can be localized. Say you keep it in one state, you're in the government, you want to be in this area this year, and then 6 months we want to be in another area. Again, that would be an open RFP. Other venues in that state can contact you and say, this is what we have to offer if you would be interested. That's what our open RFP is. It gives you more options, and it gives the venue options to get in contact with you instead of you contacting the venues.
And I know we promote that quite a bit, because it really does leverage the power of kind of the competition amongst venues a little bit, to propose their best offer. It's one thing when you reach out directly to a venue and say, hey, I want to do business with you. It's another thing when you say, hey, any of the 75 venues in this area that can do this, give me your best offer. People will sharpen their pencils and do that. So we highly encourage you, whenever possible, to kind of broaden the scope of opportunity and look at the ways in which you as a planner can kind of leverage the work that we're doing on your behalf to bring people to the table and put forward their best offer and their best foot in you know, accommodating, meeting, and giving you a great price for the piece of business that you've brought to the table on your side of it. There's a quick question that came in that I can answer really quick. I was going to type it, and I thought I'll just answer it live since we're doing good on time here. Someone asked if we have venues in the UK and Australia. Unfortunately, we do not. We are US and Canada based. We have talked a lot about extending outward from that, and it is something that the leadership team does revisit on probably almost an annual basis to talk about when do we take the next step to another country. And we would likely start with the English-based countries first in doing so, but we've even had conversations about when might be the appropriate time to go, to Mexico and Latin America, South America, or when might be the right time to go broader in Europe and things like that. So we continue to look at opportunities to do so, and when we're in the position to kind of invest and do that the right way, because obviously the minute we move into a non-English speaking world, we're going to be challenged to add the staff and have websites and support units and things like that all lined up and ready to go. But a great fair question, and one that we do continue to talk about regularly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll put it out there right now to see if there's any other questions that anyone has. If so, you can pop it in the chat box or pop it in the Q&A. We'll give everyone maybe just another minute or two here to see if they have any other questions for us. Stephanie, I don't know if there's anything else you want to share with planners, and if not, we'll kind of wrap up here in just a couple minutes.
Yeah, no, I just encourage you to really take time and look through our website. You will find out more about us, all of our employees, our member services, our sales, our education. People are listed there. Take time to read through our resource page for what we offer there. Look through the webinars we're offering, past webinars. Now, our website is I think, is truly an amazing tool to use, and it has been updated. Joel does a great job. Again, when Chuck and Neil purchased the business, they've really updated things and made it easy to use. And I think it would be a great tool for you to really get to know.
That's great, and I agree. I just everyone, I launched the session evaluation. So if people are going to drop off at any point here, please take a moment, fill that out before you go. We always appreciate your feedback, and it helps us as we continue to plan future webinars and evolve programming that we offer. I can definitely echo Steffi's sentiments. She and I are actually both relatively newer to the company than some of the folks that have been with the company for close to 20 years now. And I came from the higher education segment. I worked at the University of Arizona in Tucson. I actually started my career 25 years ago as the conference services manager for a unique venue. And I remember advertising in the old physically printed guide to unique meeting facilities back in the mid to late 90s. And so I've had a relationship with unique venues for a lot of years. And remain engaged with them throughout, and am thrilled to be working for a company that, as Stephanie pointed out, is very much like a family. We're not a huge conglomeration. I think we have, what, 13 employees or something like that. So we're a small business. We understand what that means then to be a small business, or to be someone that, like, I am everything related to research, education, and consulting, and it's just me. And we are a great team, and we all lean on each other, but we all know what it's like to have a lot to do and not necessarily always enough time to do it. And we carry that attitude into the way that we represent our venues, which is that we kind of fight for the little guy, the one that maybe doesn't have a Starwood or a Marriott or whatever budget to represent themselves, or just doesn't have the teams to be able to design new digital brochures or review their websites and things like that. And that's the kind of work we do on behalf of our venues. And that's what we do for our planners as well, is we really commit to doing whatever it takes to help you, if at all possible, match with a venue that will be the right fit for your particular event, and that will give you the kind of extraordinary service that you're looking for. So Stephanie, any last thoughts before we sign off today?
No, again, I look forward to working with you. I will help you any way I possibly can. And again, I will follow this up with my contact information, the links to the website, the magazine, the resource page, everything that I went over.
Perfect.
Okay.
Well, I want to thank everyone for being here today. Stephanie's going to get you that information. Just a reminder for planners, we do have some more sessions that are coming up that are open to you. We have a session, is that tomorrow? That is tomorrow, the 13th, on leadership presented by Dr. Michael Brown. He did our wellness workshops last month and agreed to do one on leadership and how to motivate your team and the people around you during this crisis, and especially as what we believe a lot of people are starting to transition back to the workplace or transition back to kind of a new normal, and how do you keep people motivated during that time. So that's tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. We're doing one on Thursday about designing a brand guide for your organization or entity or venue. So if you have any interest at all in figuring out kind of how that process works, it'll be presented by our Director of Marketing, Allison Salem. Next week, we're doing one on digital advertising. So again, if you want to learn more about why you do it and how it works and what you do, that'll be presented by our Director of IT, Todd Wonders. And then finally, our next planner roundtable is scheduled on May 28th. Those are kind of free forums where people just pop in. We put everybody on screen, everybody's on mic, and we have a prompt question to get people going, and then we just let the group work together to ask questions, answer questions, and brainstorm or come up with solutions to the issues of the day. So again, you can find all of that information out on our resources page, and you can sign up for any of those that are interested to you, or they've come in the newsletters. The webinars are on the resources page. The Planner Roundtable is in the newsletter that we send out. And if you need the link to registration and you're not on the newsletter list, just email me, joel@uniquevenues.com, and I will send you the registration link. So I'll put in my last plug. If you haven't yet, fill out the session evaluation. Take just a second for those 3 questions. Let us know how we did today. And with that, Stephanie and I will sign off, bid you a pleasant rest of the afternoon and evening. And we look forward to seeing you on a future webinars for Unique Venues.
Thank you for joining us, everyone.
Excellent. Thank you, Stephanie, for putting all this together. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Joel.
All right. Everyone have a good afternoon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.